All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Learn Biz, the podcast, where we're talking legacy. So, this is our new show called Two Lawyers Talk Legacy. And today we're going to talk about don't kill your legacy.
Oh my.
Let's learn a lesson from Cardi B, who's in the storylines a lot over time for different things and issues and situations, and is no foreigner to legal action, as we saw with her in this Tasha K situation. But today, is something that we can kind of tap in and talk about how you can really kill your legacy by dealing with, the legal side of your profession. Good morning, Lisa. How's it going?
Good morning. This is really interesting. A lot of celebrities have been attacked, and that's a problem in and of itself. But this one clapped back. Cardi B, Cardi B clapped back. That's the difference here. So
Look, Cardi ain't
yeah.
playing with it. Oh, look at here. We got the grand rising from Jazul up in here. Good morning.
Good morning.
He said she asked for the water. I was hearing a story that she was asking fans to, I guess, throw water at her to cool her down. Think it was hot out there or something. Well, somebody really
Whoa.
threw it at her.
Well, come on
Um,
now. That's different. Isn't that different from being a? Can you say that's an assault if you say, "Oh, throw some water on me. Throw some water on me."
I don't know. With all of these situations, sometimes I feel like these are like celebrity stunts. So I'm never really quick to run to the storyline because I feel like something ain't quite right with the story, and who knows what the heck was going on behind the scenes. But I think that we can do in this kind of situation to learn from.
Yeah, we definitely need to learn some lessons here because the thing is, she is building her road to success. She's making money for her family. She's growing her riches, her wealth. She's building her legacy. And she does not want someone to come and snatch up all that she built through some legal action where they get to tap in to what she has built for her family. And those are things that we do have to be smart enough to protect ourselves from because people will try to get at it.
Yeah, that's true. So I feel like we just got to say good morning to the folks because we got some folks tuning in. We got Tracy up in the building. We got
Hey,
Rigo up
Trace.
in the building.
Hey,
Good morning to
Rigoberto.
y'all. Good morning.
Good morning.
Um Jazul says she's well paid, so she shouldn't be crying about nothing. And she asked for that water. Tracy said, I think it was the timing that was the issue. The throwing water on me time had passed. But you know what? It's a mess either way.
Well, come on now. I do have an issue with that. You can't really invite a situation up on you like that and then claim that you're surprised by it. Now, can you?
Well, these are the situations that I'm never, everything to me is always circumstantial. Like we have to, think about what were the circumstances surrounding the issue before we get to just saying, A is B and B is C or something. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I feel like the problem here is there is a scenario that occurred, and yes, we caught a snippet of what was going on, but everything has a circumstance and a story. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
hoping that we can hear the storyline a little bit deeper, and when a lawsuit comes about, we're going to hear more details about it. So let me
Exactly.
say good morning to Rigo. Rigo is always up in here with us. He's checking in everywhere. He's like, I'm on Facebook, I'm on
Thank you,
YouTube.
Rigoberto. Thank you.
Yazoo says some folks ain't that bright and just was a bad move on Cardi B to ask for it. Hey,
You know what? I think Zool is on to something right there for real. I really do. I like his line of thinking about the whole situation. I think Cardi kind of messed up just a little bit.
oh, Tracy said, not to be vulgar, location was also the issue. She asked them to throw it in a specific location, and we could always imagine where she probably asked them to throw it. And the girl threw it in her face. But
Oh
again,
no.
a mess. Always going to be a mess in this situation.
Oh, okay. So she was going for the hot spot.
I don't know, but she got a spot. I don't know how hot it was. So let's see what the news people what they talking about over here. Let me see what this storyline say, because maybe they can give us some clarity in our darkness.
Now, with potential new trouble for Cardi B, the rapper now under investigation for battery after throwing a microphone at the audience, reacting to being hit by a drink. Janae Norman is here now with more. Good morning, Janae.
Good morning, guys. So we have reported a lot this summer on fans behaving badly at concerts, from throwing phones at Phoebe Rexha, Drake, and Harry Styles. Someone even threw ashes at Pink. This time it was a drink at Cardi B, and Cardi responded, throwing her microphone.
Yo, gotta play it safe. No face, no case.
Rap megastar Cardi B might be facing potential charges this morning, stemming from that now viral caught on camera moment. She threw her microphone into the.
Wait a minute.
I just thought about something. Hold on.
Hold up.
So if she asked them to throw water in a certain place, and the
on the hot
spot,
yes,
and the person threw it in a different way, you may have a competing assault claim. But the problem is now you're going to bring in a third party and have to make them liable for the fact that this other person ended up throwing. Remember in law school where there was like a storyline of like the causation, like how the things played out and how somebody else could be at fault for what actually happened, like the person's reaction.
Exactly. So for instance, if I am one of those people, I work with a magician and I stand up, on one of those boards, right? And then the guy throws the knife. The whole idea is I'm consenting to you being able to throw the knives around me, not through me, right? So in this case, Cardi got hit in a different spot than what she consented to. But if you're aiming for the right location and you miss, did not you still invite that? And a person with good intentions just say, oops. I mean, you still ask for it.
Temporary insanity, maybe. It might be some temporary insanity. Tracy is like, ashes. How you gonna throw ashes? Now, as someone who just did a spreading of the ashes on Monday with my aunt, I'm just like, I've seen ashes now up front.
God rest her soul in peace.
Rest in peace, Auntie Kodzi. I'm trying to understand, like, first of all, nobody wants to get ashes on them. That's first. Second of all, why do you have ashes at a concert? You trying to bring your loved one to the concert? Like, they're gone. They're ashes. Ashes. Like, no, nobody does that. That sounds crazy. Jazul says that's why you have bodyguards for let them rough up the fans. I mean, I'm going to tell you on the legal side, and Lisa and I both know this all too well. Tracy knows this all too well. You're going to see the full-fledged ability of the lawyers in this case based on the arguments that are made about causation, about whether it was an assault or not an assault, if there's consent, all of that.
Yes.
Tracy says, and Tracy's a good arguer. Like, I've had some great things come from Tracy and I's brainstorming sessions. Tracy says, I would argue she wasn't aiming for the right location because when Cardi asked for it, she was bent over and it was clear. Not arguing in favor of anyone, but I feel like there's an argument. Look, these lawyers are going to eat this junk up. And if this person gets anything, it might be because of a settlement. Jazul says, fans are crazy. They throw so many things at artists. That is true. Ashes, that's we would have been fighting. You not throwing some dead people on me now. That's a little overboard.
Wait, it's just like, okay, so wait, it's like, okay, it's okay to throw blood at me, but ashes, oh no, I can't take that. Mm-hmm. Give me a break. You don't invite people to throw stuff at you, period. And then you stay clear, right?
That's going to be an issue too. I think she's going to end up settling this thing out. I don't think this is going to hit a courtroom. It's going to be interesting for sure, Tracy says. I don't see this hitting a courtroom, but let's see what the news story talking about. Maybe they have something that they're going to tell us that's different, because I don't see it. I think this is just crazy across the board.
Me too.
Crowd while performing. Las Vegas police now investigating the Grammy winner for possible battery after a woman who attended Saturday's concert at Dre's Beach Club told police she was struck by an item that was thrown from the stage. The Up singer instantly going on the defense after a fan at her Las Vegas show splashed water and ice on the performer, prompting the immediate act of retaliation. It's unclear whether the mic hit the instigator with the cup or an innocent bystander. But Cardi B defending her actions, telling live streaming app Station Head that she was blatantly disrespected.
I'm not even trying to sound like a gangster or anything, but that really hurt it.
But Cardi did not address other video circulating where she encouraged the crowd to cool her down, though unclear whether that was before or after.
Well, I mean,
Wait, no.
Tracy got a point now.
No,
she leaning over to get the hot spot, cool down. So it's a little bit,
Wait,
I'm leaning on what Tracy's saying here. I think Cardi B is going to have to take this one on the chin, though. I would settle this out quick. Get that person a little change and call it a day. Move on.
But if it hurt it, that does change things. If it really hurt it.
It does, but unfortunately, as a celebrity, as somebody who has more to lose, throw some change at this situation and call it a day. Tracy says, also people love to make an example out of people, which is another reason Cardi may not succeed. Absolutely. I wouldn't even take this to court. I would definitely try to quickly settle this sucker. You know that the person's going to be looking for change anyway, right? Now, the question becomes to me is, was this person injured? Did she actually hit? Because they just said it's unclear who was hit. So I'm a little, I'm wondering if there's some clarity after the investigation as to maybe a close up, a zoom in, or something that will show us exactly who she hit, where that person was hit, where they hit on the face, where they hit on the side, where they hit on the hand. Like, the injury is going to be an important thing. How Cardi B was injured is important because it could kind of, what is it called? What's the liability where both people have some liability?
Contributory negligence.
Contributory negligence or something like that.
Yeah.
So Tracy says that, but Yazoo says, I rest my case. She was asking people to throw stuff at her. We don't care what she was asking them to throw them at.
I'm with Yazoo on that one.
She was asking.
She asked for it, in a way.
Rigo says, look, she asked for it. Just pay the person and stop those stupid comments, because if you ask, you will receive. Yeah, if I was her attorney too, I would be like, shut up. There's nothing that you should be talking about in this case. Let the law play out, because honestly, there's no guarantee that this is going to play out for the person that's trying to sue. They have to still prove their case.
And by the way, which one do you think, here's my word, hurt it. Come on, girl, hurt it. She needs to work on it. But which one hurt worse? Would it have been some ice water, potentially the way it was thrown up toward the stage, or that microphone coming down at somebody's head? Think about it. You got to meet like force with like force. So if I wad up a ball of paper and I throw it at you and you pull out a gun and shoot me, that's not self-defense.
That makes sense. Tracy says it's also a question of the precedent this whole thing sets for concerts and throwing things on stage and all that, because it also, there has to be a deterrent as well for people throwing things on stage, but you as the artist can't invite people to throw things. So it's like, there's just so many pieces to this that can be dissected. My opinion, she needs to settle this out and be done with it. There's no reason that this should hit a courtroom. If it does, it's going to be a challenge on all fronts, because the person's still going to have to prove their case. And they may be, it's going to be a question of, were you harmed? Did it really hit you? Where did it hit you? You're going to be digging into somebody's life. I don't know. It would be fun to watch.
And he said, God forbid if somebody comes up with some photos that looks like Jamie Foxx knows how to do his eyes and pictures. God forbid if somebody comes up looking like that. Honestly, you don't know how far this could go. But here's the thing. Some people say this would have never happened at a Beyonce concert. Not only would she probably have never invited assault or somebody to throw something on her, but no one would ever disrespect her the way this trend is happening with celebrities. What are your thoughts on that part?
I think Beyonce just hasn't had that one. If you look at the difference in the venues, I think the type of venues Beyonce is using is a little different. If you look at what was going on here, number one, I don't think Beyonce would invite anybody to throw anything. That's the first thing, because, Beyonce has a thing about her that she always wants to portray. So I highly doubt she would invite the crowd to be throwing anything. But the other thing is too, when have you ever seen Beyonce be that close to the fans on a situation like this, where it's an outdoor, where people would have very close access. You know, maybe in the past when she was a younger artist, I haven't seen that in recent years. But again, you don't invite the crowd to do these types of things. But like Tracy said, this is going to be a fun one to watch. Let me see what else this news story got to say, if anything else, because they over here on the Willy Wonka story here.
After her mic toss.
Throw me some water again, and give me some water. Splash her down.
We need to know, is the person that's reporting the battery the same person that threw the objects onto the stage? Who is this person and what are they alleging? If in fact the individual who threw the beverage on the stage was doing it at her request, that changes the dynamic.
But this incident, not the only one last weekend involving the rapper. Friday, Cardi seen turning around on stage and lunging her mic at her DJ.
Damn! Hold up, Cardi. Hold up, Cardi. Hold up.
This is like reverse audience attack from the actual performer. Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
It's not supposed to work that way.
We don't have enough time to talk about this. What the heck, Cardi? What is going on?
What's going on, man?
Rigo says.
Can we talk about it?
Rigo says, what the promoters of these events need to make statements that you throw things at anyone, you go to jail and sue them. I mean, I don't know, but Tracy like, oh, Cardi.
So, hence the title of this show, guys.
Oh my
God! We repeat, don't kill your legacy.
Oh snap! I didn't even play our music. I'm sitting here talking. Hold on, wait a minute.
We got music to go with this.
Don't push me. That's why Cardi throwing the mics. Oh shoot! It's like a jungle sometimes. Dang, Cardi, you over there? They pushing Cardi to the edge because she's just like, no, y'all bothering me right now. Why is Cardi throwing these mics? They might even take the mics away from her. She needs a headset.
I hadn't even seen that one, to be honest with you. But Cardi, like we're saying, girl, don't let someone make you so mad that you lose your houses, your cars, your investments.
Oh my God. You know, when we talk about legacy on this show, one of the things that we want folks to understand is there's so many moving pieces in your life. And when it comes to your estate and the things that you're trying to leave as a legacy for your loved ones or for your family, there are so many attacks on your legacy. If you're a business owner, you're on attack all the time. There's always going to be that client or that customer that's going to try to attack your reputation. That's going to try to attack your business as a whole. That's going to try to attack your pockets. If you're a celebrity, you already know there's going to be that woman or man that's going to try to love up on you so that they can attack you and get in those pockets. There's always that fan that's going to try to test you and see. And you're going to have to be clear because don't push me. You're going to have to be clear, y'all, that you can't lose your head. You can't lose your head. So Rigo, yes, the music of the day, Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah, and Mary J said it. Back in the day, Mary J said that, look, I can't tell if people really like me for me or who I am. I mean, that's a real issue depending on where you are, your stature in life. So, yeah.
Tracy makes a good point. She says another point of consideration is that as distasteful as it is, it's on board for Cardi. You know, it's on brand. You know how they say all publicity is good publicity. You know, Cardi B has been on an incessant role when it comes to being in the blogs, on the news stories, whether it be her cheating boo, her husband always on a cheat, whether it be her being accused of cheating, whether it be something with her kids, whether it be something with her cussing people out on her, you know, typical live streams. You know, she's always doing something. So
remember the story when she was at the kids' party, like jamming, like she was at the strip club, and Cardi is always in the news for something.
Absolutely. So you already know. So, you know, like Tracy says, none of us are surprised by this. You know, Cardi B is notorious for a lot of extra behaviors, and so you know she just has to be prepared for the dollar signs that she might have to dish out because you know if you can't hold your head. You know, you may find yourself in a bad situation. So let's see what they talk about here. Cardi over there throwing mics everywhere. We should have called this "Don't Throw the Mic," a Cardi B lesson.
Oh my
Discussing
goodness.
that situation during the same interview Sunday.
I want to bring up the situation that happened the day before. Let me tell you something, right?
The day before?
Damn.
Me and my partner, my DJ, he was just not doing his job right.
When law enforcement is looking,
So he's not doing his job. So let's throw the mic. Man, come on, Cardi. Like, what?
She's worse than James Brown. James Brown
Hell
would
no.
dock his band like, "Nah, man, you're gonna lose your pay for today. You didn't play that beat right." No, man.
That would have been a better strategy. Why are you throwing the mic at your own DJ?
looking at a particular instance, they are looking at that instance only. So the next steps really are going to be the police report and whether or not there's any citations or arrests made.
So no arrests have been made and no citations issued at this point. We reached out to Cardi's team for a response and we're told they have no comment.
I would not have no comment because we need to know whether or not this is a legitimate claim. We need to know what injury this person sustained, like what kind of harm. Were they hit in the face, the hands, the shoulder? Did it graze them? Like, I don't think I've heard in this story what exactly happened aside from this person decided that they wanted to go forward and file a, some kind of claim against her. So I think that there's still much to be heard about this story. So Tracy said is just going to play devil's advocate all morning. He's not bothered by it because he didn't complain. Maybe it's just a part of their working relationship. I mean, Cardi B is a little rough around the edges at times. So It's not a surprising behavior. But like the individual just said, just because she threw the mic the night before, that really don't got nothing to do with this other situation. Now, if it's shown that there is a trend of these behaviors, it could affect Cardi's credibility. Because if Cardi were to go into court saying, I've never thrown a mic at anybody, well, now they might bring something in to talk about that. But again, we don't even know if this is going to rise to that level, because the first thing is, if you're claiming something, you got to prove your claim. This is not one of those automatic, she's going to go to jail, or automatic, she's going to do this, that, and the third. She's going to have to prove her case first.
No, but she's changing the trend of celebrities assaulting their
fans assaulting the celebrity.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the celebrity is getting back with him, and not only that, her own people. So now this is all bad, though. It has to end. This whole thing of whatever this little lousy, ignorant trend is of assaulting celebrities has to end. Come on, kids, let's grow up. And I don't think anyone is going to do this to Beyonce, and maybe her stage would never be that accessible where anybody could really get to her. But and to Cardi B, my lesson to you, honey, is don't invite an assault against you. You never know how it's going to come.
Rigo says she keeps this up, next thing that will happen is her sponsor will start to drop her, that will hurt her in the pocket. I mean, that's our whole point of addressing this lesson from Cardi B, is that you can make all the money in the world, but there are a number of artists that have learned over time that your money means nothing when everybody pulls out. So you got to keep in mind that, especially if your money is being made based upon a fan following, based upon sponsorships and brand deals, based upon your public image and your reputation. Well, if that's how you make your money, these types of things can hurt you a lot. Tracy says, if it's a trend of her throwing mics, then is that reasonable expectation when going to her concert?
You might get hit. You shield yourself.
You knew that you were walking into, this is funny. Shoot, I'm wondering if that could be, you know how they do those waivers? I don't know if they do waivers at Cardi B's concerts. Like, you might get hit by a mic or you might get hit by objects.
So you got to sign a waiver to get into the concert now?
Hey, I wonder if their concert tickets have any language about, not liable for anything that any harm that is caused to you. I mean,
any flying objects, microphones, pet, band equipment, guitars, drums. But this has been interesting. But yeah, I would say celebrities, don't let them bait you. Don't let them bait you out there. Keep your money in your pocket.
Most tickets do have some language at sporting events. So I'm wondering if at this event her tickets might have had some language. It looked like it was outdoors, so it could be.
Yeah, I didn't one celebrity just cancel and like, you know what? Oh no, I'm not having this, and just can't. You could just walk off the stage at that point and be done. That would teach some fans some lessons.
She said
There's
not sure about music concert. I mean, it would teach them a lesson, Lisa. The problem is, I don't know. I feel like there's ways to poke holes in this storyline, and I don't know if we have a concrete picture of who was hit, where they were hit, and whether Cardi actually hit them.
We'll hear about it. It'll be coming up. Coming up. Next story.
So, guys, don't kill your legacy. There's so many things that can bring you on the attack, and as a celebrity, there's a lot of different ways that you can address these types of issues. Obviously, we can't stop someone from an instantaneous reaction because maybe she was like an unexpected hit because she wasn't inviting this at that time, so it's a little Rigo says Drake walks away from his tour because of safety reasons. Damn, they doing it that much at Drake tours? I don't know why they don't just put up a net.
Well, they may start, but can you imagine what that's like on the visual when someone's trying to film you and you look like you're in prison on stage? It's just awful. I mean, this is an awful trend. Yeah. Hey, Sandy, not to change the subject, but to change the subject slightly, didn't your mom just have a birthday? Because I know mine did.
Happy birthday to our mamas.
Yes. And their days are both the same day. Am I correct?
29th?
Yeah. Happy birthday to our mamas. Happy birthday to mamas. Yay. Happy birthday, Lord, Mom.
Well, we're going to say something that our mamas should probably say sometimes. Good luck, Cardi B, with this. This is a really crazy situation. Truly crazy. Look, don't push me. Don't push me. Don't push me. Like Lisa said earlier, people just need to stop throwing things at people. Didn't we learn this in preschool? Girl, we are in the age of grown adults can't control their basic actions. Grown adults.
I have never thought we would come to this, where you go to a concert, you pay your money, and then you assault the performer knowing that it could just like crash the whole event. Wow.
Yeah.
Really? Really?
Yeah, y'all. So we'll see what happens. We'll definitely revisit this story, and I'm hoping we see Jamie Foxx popping up again because we need to see what's going on with that legacy over there since he just dropped that film conveniently right when he came out of hiding.
That was good. I saw that on Netflix, by the way. That was pretty funny.
Interesting promotion, Lisa K, that you conveniently do a live video right the time that your movie's coming out.
Well, I just thought I should just talk to y'all, and it just happened that just right about now at this time, and it just came to me. I should be talking to y'all, and the fact that the film just came out have nothing to do with that, because I knew, I didn't even know the exact date that was gonna drop. I didn't know nothing about that.
No, I got two happy birthdays. Happy birthday to Lisa's mama. Happy birthday to Sandy's mama. And guys, we are appreciative of you for tuning in. We hope that you'll tune in again. We're going to be having some schedule adjustments because, we got some changes always happening, but, we're going to make sure that we keep you guys on notice. So check our community tab to make sure that you know when we're going live. Make sure you click the notification bell. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. And guess what? All you need to do is click the share button. You can share it with a sister or brother today. Don't kill the legacy now. Because
kill the legacy. Just share it. Just gotta share it.
Come on now, don't push me.
Don't mess with Cardi B, y'all, boy.
What's up? All right, guys. Hope you have a great day. We'll catch you on the next one.